And we're live. Welcome. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We are setting off the tone for the next Ease of Being retreat later this month. And we just wanted to maybe go more into like the details of like the energy of like the layout of how a retreat works, and to see how it can easily flow into your life. So I thought maybe, Henrik, you could share
a
little more of like the layout.
Yeah. Well, we kind of shared a little bit more of the energy dynamic of a retreat, what it kind of can bring you last time. So you could find that on YouTube or on highlights from last time. This time we kind of had some questions about like logistically, how does this flow? Retreat, people can think that you have to be there from morning to night. You almost have to sleep here. That's more like if you're in the wilderness somewhere at like a cabin. This is in Chicago, so we're online. So we're kind of literally in the Chicago or the city flow. The city flow means that we have a retreat where we have a few sessions spread out on on 5 or 6 on Friday night for like half an hour, and then we have one on like Saturday, like before lunch, and then one after lunch, and then before lunch on Sunday. So you literally can kind of, if you have other plans, if you have maybe a concert at night, or if you have some kids that you need to take out for lunch on Saturday, or dinner or at night on Saturday, you can still it can kind of like come together. So these sessions this weekend, this intention is that you can open up to this flow. We had some people say like, wow, they felt like the whole weekend was just like this flowing energy, but then you might still have other plans in between. So you're like coming and going. It is literally what life is about. Sometimes you're relaxing, sometimes you're busy, so you're coming and going. It's literally just a beautiful way of kind of understanding life. So that's why we call it the ease of being, or the ease of life, that we kind of, sometimes we're in our being, sometimes we're in life out there, meeting people, having obligations. So that stuff doesn't really, you can still come and have other plans at the same time.
I love that, like that you've always wanted to call them retreats, no matter if they're like kind of situated like during like in a city, like during like regular, like we're not like, you call it a retreat regardless of if it's like in some like lofty beautiful destination, or if it's just like in daily life. Like why retreat?
Well, it is kind of just, we can
like, why retreat as opposed to workshop? Like, I like that you like to call it a retreat. It's kind of an interesting
because it's really something. This is not a doing, it's not a learning, it's more just daring to show up. It's like when the moment you intend, and the moment you pay, you're saying you want to join, you're setting your intention. This is all about intention. Then we all kind of want to bring retreat into our life, no matter if we are in the wilderness or if we are in the city. Our life can be a long retreat, sometimes doing, sometimes not doing. So it is the intention that is the most important. So when you feel pulled to be like, yes, I want to join, it is the faith that we're just naturally open ourselves up to this bountiful gift of your own energy, and then how it can just open so magically and effortlessly. So
we had a lot of great testimonies from the last Ease of Life retreat that we had last month.
It's a month ago now,
of some testimonies of just people really enjoying experiencing their regular day life within the flow of the Ease of Life sessions. So if you want to maybe tell us, like, what is an Ease of Life session?
So we have kind of 4 spread out through the week. So 2 on Saturday, 1 before lunch, and like after, so I have like 3-4 hours in between. But it's usually like in half an hour to an hour where I talk like this, but it's kind of just a focus on kind of tapping in, and it's like you're guided into kind of just surrender to this state of being where you start opening up these inner wounds, inner energies, inner patterns of the ego, these unconscious patterns. And then by just being there, and then you kind of lay down and relax, whether you're here or at home, you're kind of just tapping in to that wisdom within you. And gradually through the weekend, you kind of are just tapping in and moving through layers of your unconscious self or your ego self. And it is a beautiful and effortless way of kind of just getting a jump start and start flowing more with life and start opening, and once in a while kind of have this little space where you can kind of go deeper. So that is really why it's created, because it creates this effortlessness of awakening, where a lot of people kind of get stuck because we get so repetitive. This kind of is just so effortless that you can't try to control it. So it can feel a little vulnerable and be like, oh, am I ready for this? But it is really just a blessed hug.
Because it's like you submitting to all of you, right?
Yeah, and everybody in the space is kind of holding the space together of just sharing and daring to have the maturity to just look within. So
and when is the next retreat? What are the dates?
The 22nd of April till the 24th. So Friday to Sunday.
So we start Friday night at 5 p.m.
Yep.
And then that session will last. The sessions last between about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on the time or the flow.
Yeah.
And then after, then you can go about your night, or everyone will kind of have their different ways of how they want to navigate the energy. Some people will want to go out. Some people will want to go to bed. Some people want to just like relax and chill. It's all kind of different, or go back to their families. And then Saturday we have 2 sessions.
One before lunch,
11 o'clock, so you can sleep in. It's so chill. And then plug in, and then one at 3 or 4.
So then you have like time for like a few hours to do lunch, whether you do it with us or by yourself or with others. Yeah. And then we have one kind of, and then people can go home and go dinner, or they can, depending on the flow, every retreat is different. How people, sometimes it's more social, sometimes it's more everybody is kind of scattered all over, but no matter what, it kind of is all these small, unique experiences that also, it's everything else. It's not just the sessions together. It's also the sleeping from Friday to Saturday, or Saturday to Sunday, or the night you meet some people. There's other logistically, all that stuff kind of brings up all these pattern, all this energy that we can release. So there's a magic here. There's the wisdom behind this. So if you feel pulled, reach out and DM us or whatever, and then we will include you, whether you want to come online or you are here in Chicago with us.
Yeah, and let us know if you want to come. If you can't, if you're not in Chicago and you can't come to them physically, we would love to have you come online, virtually.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way of testing it out too.
Yeah,
many people are doing that. Even from Norway, we have some people from Chicago, California, and different places. They come in, and then you can even like watch them live, or like just at your own convenience.
Yeah, I mean, I personally have noticed. I love these virtual events as an aspect of Corona, just because I think, for me personally, I really enjoyed like having a sanctuary space and tapping in with the energy of like with like other people, just in a different way, different setting. So that's also kind of a really beautiful experience. personally something I've loved about the Ease of Life retreats.
Yeah.
It's like a new addition. There's so many different options and ways for you to connect with ease.
Pretty much. Yeah. That's why we like, I even have books for people buy, and like a 101, everybody can connect in so many ways, because ease is just can literally infuse all of life. But that is something that needs to grow gradually over time, because a lot of energy can open
melt gradually over time, like ooze.
Yeah.
It's like the yolk.
Pretty much.
Awesome. Well, I think we're
done. Yeah.
And if you have any questions, pop into our DMs or reach out. Reach out. You know the drill. I mean, how long have we been doing these Instagram things? Reach out, DM. We'd love to answer questions. And we'll see you
there
at the Ease of Life session. Bye for now, everybody.
Bye, guys.